And
so
just dip with their cash.
we're talking about House. Let's go House. How did House get this far?
Not only that, but we got the Stream Boys. The Streamer Boys.
We got 2 men and a doggo.
Yeah.
Up against Staten Island goons.
Helpr brought his dog here.
Luna is the best. She's actually my favorite co-commentator.
She's so calm and she's adorable.
She's the best.
She's adorable. But Deven, not to be slept on, even though he's known for manning the mic and the stream at the illustrious Xeno, as well as Helpr, he's usually behind the camera as well.
These are the curators of the House of 3000.
They're also really good players.
Yeah,
though.
they actually play this game.
Deven
Friendly
has
reminder,
a
they play this game.
lethal Kirby, and Helpr is crazy. I think he's clinically insane. He has an unorthodox as hell playstyle, but he has a nice doubles cloud that does these weird techniques. He's not safe. He's just like...
He is...
It's like if a football player tried doing, like, ballet.
I mean, they do that, though. That's real.
Oh, wait, they had
you
We
definitely...
had a movie about that called
Yeah.
Game Plan with Madison Pettis and Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Shut it down. That's it.
All right.
Peace out of it. But no, very unorthodox play that comes from very smart players. Matched up against 2 of the most aggressive goons that I've ever seen put themselves in doubles bracket
Staten
together.
Island, man.
Staten Island actually breeds evolved apes, but these evolved apes are getting themselves plowing through the losers bracket tonight.
And let's see. So we got Kirby Cloud versus Wing Kirby and Foreign.
I would say that, a Cloud on teams is rather conventional.
Yes.
But a Kirby in teams is definitely not something that we get a chance to see often.
Definitely not. But the synergy between Helpr and Deven has been developing steadily throughout this tournament. I got to watch some of their sets, and honestly, their conversions, while unorthodox, they get the job done,
I feel that.
They basically just take the broken faucet, throw duct tape all over it, and it's good to go.
Meanwhile,
Good as new.
we got these boys, lots of kill power, tons of
yes.
kill power, but where's the combo synergy? We saw in their previous match, they're pressing buttons hard.
Yes.
They're pressing their own buttons, and they're doing it right, and they understand how they can help each other get the kill. But when it comes to building up that damage, taking back that stage control, a lot of that's just absent from their play. And I don't know if that's just the game plan or if that's a fault of the fact they don't really team too often, if they're not that great in doubles.
They got this far in the bracket, and they probably have a lot of respectable wins. So, whatever they're doing, it's working.
It's working out for them.
And we're going to go where, game 1?
I think Town and City. Nope, I'm wrong. This don't look like no Town I've ever seen.
All right, so this is going to certainly be the most interesting set. From what I've seen from the team dynamic, Helpr kind of gets the job done in the air, facilitates combos. Deven stays on the ground and acts as a disruptor in case Helpr is getting bopped. Deven is not one to usually jump. He'll get most of his combos off of grabs. Kirby's grab game is to be respected, and Helpr is just going to help himself to the blast zone.
Looking a little helpless out here. Now that we got all those puns out of the way, trying to figure out this very strange team synergy that Blue team is going to try to run. And with the idea of one person controlling the sky, one person controlling the ground, with a very steadfast motion to how both of these characters can control space in doubles, that doesn't really work that well when you have the disruptive power of Red team.
Not going to quite get that kill just yet, though. Deven has frozen off stage. And that should be, that's
going to be Dunskies.
Yeah. Kirby's down air, it's just lethal off stage. If you get hit by that thing, you get hit by the very final hitboxes, you're going to go tumbling down. And wow, that's going to be it right there, yeah.
This man actually just used...
They're doing a great job right now at securing these stocks.
Yeah, would just wildly up smash and disadvantage.
Sometimes Tiger Woods just has to come through and be like, uppercut.
That's $1 million off golf.
Oh, that nice forward smash right there is going to take out Helpr's second stock there. Deven taking the stock tank roll right now. That back throw is not going to lead it to anything fruitful, probably just to clear the air right there. And now they're going to feast on Helpr as Deven slowly waddles his way back into the fray. I
actually really like that waddle, especially for a grappling character like Kirby, who relies so heavily on a bait-and-switch style of pressure. Because he's walking, he can approach with shield, he can approach with his jabs, his down tilts, everything that allows him to control the space of the ground and keep up that pressure. Meanwhile, because he's approaching slowly, he's able to take a little bit of that pressure off of Helpr, and Helpr keeps on putting him in these really dangerous situations really often.
Yeah, Helpr on the verge of losing his last stock right now. Gonna let that cross slash rip right there, but not gonna quite get it just yet. Battlefield aiding Deven quite a bit. That counter is gonna take it out, and all three. Oh wow, now this game just turned horribly. Blue team had a nice little lead at first, but now Red team has climbed their way back and just taken those stocks quickly. Took all of Helpr's stocks out within a few minutes. And now it's looking kind of dire for the blue team now.
Yeah, things aren't looking so hot for them, but they still have it in as red team bit deep in the red, and considering the kill power behind Kirby with triplats at his disposal, and of course Cloud once he's able to get his feet properly on the ground, this is very much doable for the members of blue team, especially if Helpr just lets it rip like that.
I mean, Helpr will just see an open. Like, openings just create themselves for Helpr, because he'll be like, why did he F-smash there? But he'll just do it at the perfect time, and he'll get hit by it, and you're just like, what? This guy's crazy.
I tell everyone, he is the Blue Lantern of New York. He is just hope personified.
I think he just gives his controller to his dog, and the dog just plays for him sometimes.
Y'all just limit Blade Beam to alleviate pressure.
Right now, Red Team's still hanging in there with these dire percents. However, that up throw is going to steal that stock out right there. And Helpr hanging on to his borrowed stock right there.
Oh, hold up.
Mom, I'll return the car by 8. And Aceto going to be making it back. Finally, Frozen drops that stock right now, and now stocks are looking very even. Blue team is now doing a great job of hanging on to their last remaining stocks, and it's paying them a lot of dividends because they're able to get so much damage off on the red team.
For what it's worth, though, red team does seem to have a very clear sense of target control. They know when they need to take control of making sure Deven doesn't move in on them. They know when they can have time to pressure Helpr, because even though Helper's got that big target on his back with 129% in counting, it doesn't really mean anything if they know that Deven could stop them and threaten a very early stock kill. And that very well could have been it for Aceto, especially with the limit right there, but Helpr going to refuse to pull the trigger, and I actually kind of like that idea, especially considering how dangerous this match is looking to be.
Up air, not going to quite do it just yet. I like that Deven just kind of stands his ground when he's in neutral. He doesn't really force an approach too often, and if he does throw out an option, it's usually the safest. That up throw is going to do it. Frozen is now trying to figure out this 2v1 comeback right now. Blue team's percents are very, very high, and Helpr's going to kill himself. Oh, boy. So this could be, honestly, anyone's game at this. Is Deven's? No, it's not.
Not from the back end.
Nah.
That's maybe with a little bit of worse DI, maybe with actually being somewhere close to that blast zone. Who would have seen? But right now, the intangibility on the Dragon Ascent coming in super clutch for Frozen.
So right now, Frozen may be on the verge of losing a sponsorship because he just insta-pinned his boss in the face and killed him to end game 1.
Not a recommended move, but I mean, hey, if you look,
your paycheck, it's over.
You're looking to make moves in bracket, though. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah,
listen,
make that guapo somehow, yo.
House gets him places depending on how well he does in bracket. Can't be doing well in bracket against your boss now. Got to take those wins.
It's like the undercover boss. He just comes into the business like, just exposes him for all the stuff he does at work. And running it back to Battlefield, I can see this, honestly. It was, red team really wasn't at an innate disadvantage. It was just kind of that that ending right there that blue team just managed to just clutch it out immaculately. And I think what you said before was very correct about red team's targeting. They know when to push the advantage on one person specifically and when to kind of back off. Aceto, once he gets Helpr off stage, he knows he can push his advantage a little bit, but not too far because Deven will be waiting in the wings right there to pick up the slack. However, Deven just giving him the toes right there. It's going to take out that first stock, and he insta-pins his teammate.
That was some sus DI from Aceto, though. Even though it was a team kill, I feel like that could have been very well been avoided by...
Oh, my gosh.
Ooh.
Hit him with the...
That was a grody kill.
Yeah. That's pretty disgusting.
One way or another, things are starting to even themselves back on the field. Everyone's sitting in that delicious 2-stock meta, and hitboxes are flying. There is tons of chaos out on the field, but blue team, ultimately, I feel is really coming out on top of this. Tons of kill power being provided by Helpr just being able to swing wildly, and Deven really getting a chance to play the game that he wants. Tons of space control without really being pressured that badly.
I'm incredibly impressed with Deven's ground game right now. While all these guys are just flying around in the air like a bunch of ninjas, Deven's just chilling there on the ground, ready to pick up whatever kills kind of fall into his legs. And really doing a good job holding onto his stocks. He's letting Helpr kind of mitigate the red team's offense all the time, and he's just chilling there. If Helpr loses a few stocks, it's okay, because he's got some in reserve.
Yeah, the reserves are looking fresh right now. However, I feel like Helpr should calm things down a little bit more. He's moving in really aggressively, and maybe that's just because of the pressure that red team is able to provide.
He's also playing very close to the ledge all the time. He's not hanging back. He's not really charging limit. And that's kind of to be expected from Helpr, but it's making things a little bit harder for the blue team than they really need to be.
And losing that stock's definitely going to make things a little bit more difficult for them. Red team really picking themselves back out of this gutter. And even though they're sitting at high percentages, they are certainly looking to take things back. All right, that would have been clean if he knew how to time things right.
Calling him out like that.
Yeah, guy's got to reset his watch, man.
Now, stocks are pretty even. However, Helpr's going to be taking up the top there, and he will be forced to take that stock from Deven? No?
It looks like he's going to wait for
yeah,
Deven.
He's waiting. Okay, good call. And, oh my gosh, Aceto just comboing him all the way to the top there. Stocks are now dead even.
Minimal
Blue
percentage.
team is looking to take this set. Or rather, not take the set, but take this game too right here.
One thing to take note is how stage control really hasn't been sitting in favor of any particular team.
No.
However, I feel like Blue team has really been dictating where these battles take place.
And right now,
Yikes.
Frozen taking a bite out of crime right there as he just eats Deven up right there. And now Helpr's left in this scary 2v1 situation. Getting hit by that hipper forward smash right there. Not going to quite get it just yet. Helpr's got quite a mountain for himself to climb. Oh, wow. Is that going to be it? No. He still has limits, so he might be able to make it back. And the scoop.
He's living. Mans is sitting at 99. However, this constant ledge pressure is going to be too much for Helpr to bear ultimately. Both Meta Knight and Corrin, despite how much kill power they have within their own advantage state, what they provide from the corner is amazing. But, I mean, hey, if you're killing your own teammates,
And that's it.
why not just kill your own crewmates,
It
too?
doesn't matter as long as he can seal that out. Honestly, the red team in that scenario could have waited a bit longer because Helpr looked like he was eventually going to force an aggressive approach, as he's tended to do the entire game. I don't think he just switched that game plan up. But it didn't matter because, you know, Frozen got those tippers where it counted, and they're going to be